Welcome to John Michael's Rockbox. I'm your host, John Michael. I get to host this show that, well, it's a show about you. If you're a musician, if you're a solo artist, if you're a painter, if you write books, you're a dance club, well, I'd like to hear from you. Send me your information to jmrockbox@mcaet.org. All right, we'd like to hear from you, and somebody will get right back to you. Now, also, if you'd like to watch the show, simply go to mcaet.org/watch, and you'll see all the variations on how you can watch the Rockbox. And, well, this show really wouldn't last without you, so we do definitely need your donations, and visit mcaet.org/donate. We'd like to welcome you to the Rockbox, and with that being said, let's head on over and meet our guest, and welcome to the Rockbox. All right, welcome to the Rockbox. Good to have you along today. Got a couple of great guests here today. Well, you know, your title of your band is great, but I'm just gonna say, Brett, Steve, welcome to the Rockbox. Good to have you guys.
Delighted to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, my wife doesn't share your enthusiasm for our stage names. We were walking down the street one day and someone recognized me from a gig and goes, "Porkchop," and she rolls her eyes. I'm like, "Hey man, how you doing?" But we started fooling around with Delta Blues stuff, and it's like, well, I need a Delta Blues name, so we came up with the dumbest stuff we could. You know, dudes left to their own devices.
Oh yeah. And so you sat around and the Porkchop was what?
Porkchop just needed something. Well, I was thinking of, there was a drummer used to always use his tom for a table, ashtray, and a pork sandwich.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's a kind of a tribute to that guy. He played with Lightning Hopkins. Spider was his name, so.
Oh, wow. So like the Porkchop and?
Yeah, Stoneboro.
Mine's not nearly as exciting, but it's actually the hometown where my dad was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in Pennsylvania. I figured, something obscure that nobody had ever heard of, just so I didn't have to answer too many questions about it. And here I am answering questions about it.
Well, there you go. And half a battle sometimes is just sitting around, well, what are we going to call ourselves? And something that'll stick and you like, because...
And just ridiculous enough to stick in the back of your head.
I mean, why not? It's your gig, so whatever you think is gonna be, what feels good to you when you're going out there. Hi, we're and like it.
Gotta call yourself something.
Yeah, you do.
And it's not often I get to call myself Slim, so.
Yeah. Hey, huh? I go like
Though
that.
people do have other names for us, I understand there are children out there, so we won't use those.
It's a family show. That's all right. So long you guys have known each other.
What has it been, like 4 years now? Something
Right
like
along
that.
there,
I had. We're both from various rock bands, and I was in the big hair '80s and playing metal and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like most rock fans, you get your blues from Johnny Winter and Eric Clapton and that kind of thing, and tend to think maybe they invented it, and then somebody hands you an Albert King record one day or Howlin' Wolf, and you think, this guy stole this stuff from Jimmy Page, until you find out when it was recorded, and then after a while it's, no, those guys didn't come up with it. Here, and they give you a Son House album, and you start listening I was listening to all that 1930s Delta stuff, and like, I hear Led Zeppelin, I hear Black Sabbath, all my favorite bands.
Right.
The motifs were built in the 30s by these guys, and it's like, what's that guitar sound? It sounds like a trash can with strings on it, and metal guitar. So I had to have one, and now my Les Paul is kind of gathering dust.
Is it really?
Yeah, I have more fun playing that kind of Delta stuff, though I still keep my hand in with a little distorted Les Paul from time to time.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, how could you know? What is that guitar called?
It's a National Resonator. They're developed in the late 20s is a mechanically amplified guitar to try to figure out how can we make this louder for parties and street corners and that stuff.
Sure.
And they were built for the Hawaiian music craze that was sweeping the nation back then. I mean, all their tiki bars and Hawaiian shirts, so that's where that all got originated. But some blues cat, Tampa Red, I think was the first one. He saw those like, I can't play Hawaiian music, but let's see how it sounds on a blues. And pretty soon everybody had to have one.
Oh, yeah.
It was the loudest guitar on the market for about 6 years, and then they invented the electric guitar, and
Sure.
well, you know where that went.
Oh yeah, you know, and just to hear the change, because back in the day, prior to microphones, mind you, yeah, you had to be loud somehow, you know, and couldn't really kind of thing. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna let you sample what it is that these guys sound like, all right? So why don't you check this out, all right? We'll be right back. We'll talk some more on the Rockbox.
I like my coffee with a little cream. If I'm sleeping, mama, let me dream. I've got time when the sun comes up. Let the darkness come and fill my cup. I've got a ways to travel, but I plan to take it slow. I've got to calculate my worried mind before I go. Leaves are falling from the sycamore. Wind is rising right outside my door. Sky grows darker and it feels like rain. If I leave, will I be back again? I've got a ways to travel, but I plan to take it slow. I've got to calculate my worried mind before I go. Fixed for leaving, honey, I can't stay. Time for me to make my getaway. Plastic people, well, they bring me down. Time for me to leave this bad luck town. I've got a ways to travel, but I plan to take it slow. I plan to calculate my worried mind before I go. Come tomorrow, I'll be so far from home. Another city where I'm not well known. I'm a stranger that will never change. Might even go and change my name. I've got a ways to travel, but I plan to take it slow. I've got to calculate my worried mind before I go. I've got to calculate my worried mind before I go. I've got to calculate my worried mind before I go.
Well, now you can kind of understand what we're talking about. And this guitar, playing the way it does, the great vocals, Steve, is incredible.
Thanks.
You guys are outstanding, outstanding. And to find your groove with this style, Delta Blues, right?
Yeah, we're influenced by that. We don't adhere to it strictly, but
Right.
it was the foundation for me to move into related sounds.
Right. So I gotta tell you what, well, right? It was that good. You guys, I mean, in lyrically, how tough is it to write? Because your style of singing with those lyrics, it's different. It's great.
Well, you know, the ones that we did here, those were really easy. Brett wrote them, so.
Oh, way to go,
and
Brett.
he kind of has that knack.
Right.
And it makes it real easy for me. I'm just the one that's loud. So he's got the
Right.
loud guitar, I'm got the loud voice. It works.
Yeah, I know, but you still have to have that timing. You know what I mean?
True. It's again the way that he writes, things just kind of fall together. It's easy.
That's good. So, well, writing and stuff, I would imagine you guys have recorded a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we did a CD that was mostly covers, mostly blues covers
Right.
at first, and with a couple originals on there, Devil Road and Tornado Alley, which Tornado Alley, oddly enough, I wrote that song while I was on vacation in Cabo San Lucas.
Oh.
I was up in my hotel room looking out the window at the palm trees and the swimming pool. My wife's like, come down to what is wrong with you? I'm like, as soon as I get this bed, baby, you know the drill.
Yeah.
And I could see her down by the pool, but there have been a lot of tornado devastation in the South on
Sure.
TV, and
Right.
it made me think of the sounds that I associated with
Right.
it, and like scribbled it out right there. It was tough. Cabo San Lucas with a cold one right next to me, but I got it done.
But he did it, and there you go. Part of the songwrite. Good
And
deal.
we're currently recording our second CD, so I'm not sure where we're at. People say it's almost done all the time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Axl Rose said that.
Oh, yeah.
10 years of
Yeah,
Chinese democracy.
Chinese democracy.
We won't take 10 years. I think we've only got a couple more months, so stand by for that.
And the good thing is, it's okay to take your time, you know, but you got to remember, not Axl Rose time. And, you know, don't start saying, okay, it's coming out. Oh, gee, what is it now? 10 years, Axl or something? But, you know, websites, where can we find you guys? I mean, people I'm sure are going to want to know where you guys are at.
Well, we're on Reverb Nation is our main site at Porkchop Jefferson and Stoneboro Slim. Type that in at Reverb Nation, and there will be.
You'll be. Can people as well as find out where you are? You maybe
most definitely.
leave messages for you guys and
The whole gamut. You can send us messages. We'll get back to you. You can converse back and forth with us. You can find out where we're playing. You can
Right.
listen to our new stuff every once in a while. We'll throw something up there that's not quite finished just to check out the response and see how people like it.
which I'm
Yeah,
sure
we
they
it's-
will.
sometimes stick a live video on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook, Porkchop Jefferson and Stoneboro Slim, and look through there. There's a few videos, and you can tell us what you think, and we'll answer. Hey,
Well, maybe it depends on what you think.
want us to come play your kitchen party? We can do that.
They'll come play they'll come play at your house, or maybe
Yes.
even at your house, huh?
Send us to your ex's house if you don't like what we're doing.
The exes. There you go. Hey, what is this? Who sent you guys? But are you kidding me? Who wouldn't want to have these guys? I mean, you know, look them up. Check out their websites. Well, geez, just the two of you guys out there, hire you guys. You guys got to be booked continuously, no?
Not presently. We're spending more time with this CD because
That's
it's
all right.
mainly originals.
Right.
And we're trying to concentrate on getting that out and flowing, mixing in with our material. And the gigs are going to start flowing after that. We did a round of about 2 years worth of gigs and
Right.
played all the local places.
Sure.
And kind of migrated back to the studio and took what we learned, and we're going to be back out there again here pretty quick.
They're gonna come back out and you'll get to see them live. But what you get to do now is you're going to be able to check out what these guys are like, sample the goods. I think once you do, you're going to visit all the websites we just talked about because they're that good. Why don't you just sit back, relax, and let's check out the guys play again. Ready
like
another?
it.
All right, be right back.
baby sends me postcards, 1 or 2 a week. Sometimes she might call me, but she never speaks. She never told me why she left, if she's coming home. All I get are postcards from life out on the road. I see that you've been to Kansas. Giant ball of twine, giant ball of twine. Are you coming home from Kansas? Are you gonna call from Kansas? Call me on the phone, call me on the phone. Are you gonna call from Kansas? Out in California, in the Golden State, she sent me a postcard of the Golden Gate. I got another postcard from the Golden State. This one was from Santa Cruz, a surfer on a wave. Are you still in California? Are you coming home? Are you coming home? Are you still in California? Call me up from California. Call me on the phone. Call me on the phone. Call me up from California. Guess I'll check the mailbox, wait for you to call. If I get another postcard, I'll tape it to the wall. I wish I knew the reason you up and went away. I'm waiting for the postman and what he brings today. Are you gonna keep on rambling, running down the road, running down the road? Are you gonna keep on rambling?